What a week! Good morning, everybody. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions. This is our weekly update. There's a lot to cover this Saturday. I'm going to be moving fast. To start with, like, subscribe, do all those things with YouTube, on the AITX channel, follow me on Twitter, and because there's a lot of new watchers and followers today, be sure to join our Discord. Discord is where we have longtime fans and investors who follow everything, who know everything, who I sometimes go back to and ask for a question on something because they're just on top of their game. If you've got questions about this weekly update, pop into Discord. They'll probably be reviewing it and going through some of their own questions. I pop in from time to time as well. It's a great space for our community. Now, today we're going to go over some of the Bailey's gift work that we did earlier this week. We're going to touch on sales. We had some COVID issues towards the end of the week. Investors open house back at the beginning of the week. Massive exposure. And we're going to really hit on why exposure is so important, right? How you got to plant those seeds and how that connects to results for us all at the end of the growth process. And we're going to show a cool new video in its entirety. That's the final version. And you saw bits and pieces of that at the open house. And you saw it in some of the Channel 4 and Channel 7 news that came out as well. But this is the final version. So, a lot to cover. I'm also going to touch on a quick QB update, maybe comment on forecasts and shares, but I'm moving fast. Join Discord, and be sure to like and subscribe and so forth. Okay, the week started out 6 days ago, flying to Detroit for the announcement of Bailey's gift. Bailey's gift is AITX's contribution of 10 rosas, a minimum of 10 rosas, to needy K through 12 schools across the United States. It was pretty momentous because of how we pair it with firearm detection, and the major networks came out, other local news came out, and I gotta say, the coverage that aired on Monday night was spectacular. Just fantastic, and has been a fantastic boon to us. It has driven tremendous exposure, and I feel that the exposure is more than the normal exposure we would get if we're coming out with face mask analytic or we do a big deal or something like that. This one is so much more meaningful over the past few weeks, really since New York. I've gotten to know Secret a little bit better, and her story and her family, and really how resilient people are and how people come together in times of tragedy. There is a deep well of sorrow, pain, and recovery from these shootings. It's horrific, but we're also remarkably resilient at the same time, and taking tragedy and turning it into prevention is just such a validating and fulfilling effort. And the whole AITX team and AITX community has really rallied against it. It's really, really, really nice. More on that this coming week. I really like the program. I'm going to be adding something to it. So it's just good work. Not only is it good work for the country, it's good work for the company, because we get exposure. And so it's a win-win-win-win-win across the board. And those are very rare. Very, very rare to have win-win-win-wins. We've got one here. Now, also at that, on Monday in Detroit, we did the Investors Open House. And I think I came up with the idea less than 2 weeks from when we executed it, because I wanted to pair it to Bailey's gift. There was no notice. Very little notice, rather, and we had a fantastic group of investors show up. And everybody who showed up there, guys, girls, I want to say hello again. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. It's encouraging to me and to the team, And it's just fascinating. I mean, we've such an amazing group of people that follow us and support us. And people come up and, sometimes they say, Steve, the first thing I'm doing on Saturday is I'm watching your video. I want to know what's going on, and I love it. And that just is really heartening. It's meaningful. So I want to thank everybody for that. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm keeping these up. You guys are sustaining so much in my life and our personal life, and the joy and love that comes together with bringing a cool tech company to the forefront. So thank you very much. This quick side point on that, okay? I got some feedback that our production quality on the investors event wasn't great. It wasn't what people want to expect the quality of AITX production to be. And I can't disagree, okay? My most vocal critic on the production quality was my wife. So if she's saying something like that, oh man, I gotta listen. But I want to share a couple things, or one thing mainly. I want you to compare the production quality of this event, which we threw together on little notice, to the production quality on the big October 13th event of last year. So what I'm saying is you got to look at the trends, and we're trending up. So expect better production quality moving forward, but also know and see that we're getting better. And that's what I ask everybody, get a little better every day, a little better every day. Focus on that idea. So let's talk a little bit about the exposure and why that's important. We had our biggest weekly gain in followers and fans this week. How cool is that? And it's important that we're building fans and followers, because those same fans and followers give us leads, spread the word to others, may choose to invest, may retweet and reshare, right? This is momentum. This is what we need. So this was a big deal. The only thing worse than being talked about badly is not being talked about at all. And some of you know there's a basher site out there, or a page on a site. It's a basher site, let's be honest, where they're basically it's a clickbait site. And so because human nature responds to looking at the train crash versus looking at the green pastures, it gets a lot of clicks. And my point on it is, people are like, what are you going to do about it? I'm like, number one, there's nothing I can do about it. But number two, I don't even mind. It's just people are talking about you, so it's not an overall bad thing. I'd rather go away, but it is what it is. Now, we're not stopping with one big week of fans and follower increases. We're starting a series of new micro events in a particular type of community, which is happening right now as we speak in New York or New Jersey. So that's kind of fun. We'll have some media on that probably out later this week or tomorrow. I've got a new YouTube thing that I'm going to be coming out with, which will be super fun. I'm really looking forward to that one. I might record the first version of that tomorrow. We'll see. And we're going to finalize, I still haven't finalized, that first real mass media buy. So that's still on the to-do list. So you can tell I'm always thinking about expanding our base of fans and followers, because what we're doing is awesome. So I'll always be committed to that. And about exposure, I do want to share that me and Mark Fulmer, our president of RAD, are pretty much fairly well known throughout the entire security industry now. Part of this is due to our work at RAD, part of this is to our history and our relationships, part of this is because of our participation in the two major security industry groups. It's important that people know who we are and how we behave and how we treat other people, because it's required before you buy. If you're buying something new, if you're buying a commodity, some of the decision process is different. If you're buying something new, there's this extra element of connection and due diligence that buyers will do. So we're doing that. We're getting out there. I'm always trying to check every box. Okay, well, we're almost 10 minutes in. I want to share with you our new video from our tour. This video is designed to share with integrators and end users why we're different. It's designed to share with investors and fans how much technology goes into these products and how we've spent the money over the past several years to get to this point. So with no further introduction, Rosa video. That's cool. That's really cool. That's cool. That's really cool. I love it. We're going to be coming out with it with all the products. We're going to be using it to launch the new products. Share with me your feedback. I want to hear it. Now, let's touch on a few of the things and move on. We have some upcoming notable projects, hopefully getting ink on in the next couple of weeks. You'll be hearing about them through press releases. The QB, the QB, the QB, the QB. We have 115,000 people holding AITX shares as of June 30th. Ridiculous. Part of the reason why I have the list, the reason why I spent the money to get the list, is because it's required for the QB uplist. And I don't know if the QB really expects or has ever had companies with 115,000 investors to uplist to the QB, because we're having problems getting them the file. It's too big to upload into their portal. This is so ridiculous. It's too big to upload into their portal. The emails get bounced back because it's an Excel attachment. So they asked me to fax it. And I said, I don't know if that'll work because it's 937 pages. So anyway, we're on plan D now in terms of getting it to them. That's the update on QB. Good thing. No complex questions or anything like that. Looks like we're going through the process from my view. That's the best information that I have. Rio is coming along really well. I got my head in the forecast. I really like how the forecasts look for us. Very, very, very exciting. Potentially something viral coming on the way. We had a bout with COVID, some COVID scares at the Rex, which were very unwelcome. But looks like we're navigating our way through that. I think that's just business these days. Gonna have it. Anyway, unfortunate. Folks, a lot in there. See me on the Discord, comment on the video. Enjoy the weekend. Thank you very much.